Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Rayne Yoga. I'm Bailey Rayne, and today's practice is dedicated to honoring your freedom. This is your freedom flow to find balance and ease and grace and your inner bliss through every moment and every breath and every movement. This video is filmed at Terra Madre Retreat Center. And with that said, go ahead and grab your mat and let's begin. We'll go ahead and start seated here at the back of the mat, walking the knees as wide as the mat as we take a deep inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, finding a child's pose. Grounding the forehead to the mat. Choosing right now to honor your freedom of choice, your freedom to be, your freedom of movement. So taking a deep breath with that. And we'll go ahead and come up to a tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. As we inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round into your cat. Good. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Again, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back neutral, walk the hands forward, tuck the toes, take your first down dog of the practice, being gentle with yourself, walking it out on the spot. Deep breaths of surrender, of freedom. Good. We're going to take an inhale, roll through the spine to a plank, and then exhale back to your downward dog for 4. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back 3. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back 2. 1 more. And take it back. Good. We're going to go a little deeper. Roll through your plank and then drop the hips, lift the chest into an up dog, and then back to down dog. So inhale, roll all the way through, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Inhale, roll through. Exhale, down dog. Again, inhale, roll through. And hold here, breathe. Feel the heart opening, that sense of freedom, of bliss, before dropping the knees and sinking back into a child's pose once again, allowing the spine to go the other way. Dropping into the question of, what does freedom mean to you? And we'll go ahead and come back up, tuck the toes, send it back to that downward dog. We'll bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, lift your right leg up, bend the knee and stack the hips, but keep your shoulders square. We're going to take some hip rotations here, so the knee's going to go out, down, and back up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to just reverse those circles 4 times. So down, open up, stack the hips, and back in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend the leg all the way up, step it through, drop the back knee. We come into low lunge. Let's reach the arms up and just settle in here for a moment. Sink deeply into the asana. Breathe. And then we're going to open up into a twist. So left arm's reaching forward, right arm back. Option to drop your right arm back to your back leg, reach the left arm up to the sky. Breathe into the belly. And then we'll come out, windmill the hands down, tuck the back toes, come up into a high lunge, reaching the arms all the way up. We hold and breathe. Straighten the back knees, send energy to your back heel. before dropping the heel down and opening to your warrior two. Breathe here. And then we'll inhale, flip the front palm, slight reach forward. Exhale, take it back, peaceful warrior. Good. Your inhale will come back up to warrior two, and then exhale, we're gonna come into side angle. Now, option to stay right here if this is where you're at on your practice. If you wanna go deeper, you can take a bind, meaning we're going to wrapping that right arm underneath the right leg, reaching your left arm behind your body, interlacing the fingers, and then opening and rolling that left shoulder open so you can look up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. We breathe and hold. And then slowly, if you can, extend the knee, keep the bind. If not, when you're ready, just come out to meet us in triangle pose. Breathe. Good. We'll sweep the arm overhead all the way down, pivoting into a wide-legged forward fold. You can take some sways from side to side. Keep the weight on the balls of the feet, soften the face and the jaw. Good, and then we'll pivot back around to face the top of the mat. Good, and then send the back leg up, coming into warrior three, finding your balance. Taking flight here. Good. And then we'll slowly come up, pulling the knee up towards the front line of the body. And then we'll cross that knee over the right. So left knee over right, and then right arm's gonna go underneath left, sinking into your full variation of eagle here, the representation of freedom. Continue to breathe. And then we'll unthread the body, lift the knee up and out, reach the fingertips up, and then send the leg all the way back into that high lunge. Once again, inhale, exhale, ground the hands, step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, drop the knees, sink back, child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Good. What does freedom mean to you? What does it feel like? And slowly roll up, tuck the toes, come back to that downward dog as we move to the other side. So we'll go ahead and walk the big toes to touch. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knees, stack the hips. We'll find those hip circles, taking the knee out, down, and around for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then reversing those circles the other way for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll extend the leg all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, swing it through, finding that low lunge. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hold on the exhale. And then we'll open up into that twist. Right arm reaches forward, left arm back. And drop that left arm to the back leg. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Breathe. Good. Gently release. Windmill the hands down. Tuck the back toes. Coming up into high lunge. Reaching the arms up to the sky. Holding here, energy in that back leg. Before we drop the back heel, open up into warrior two. Good. We'll inhale, flip the front palm as we take that slight reach forward before going back into our peaceful warrior. Finding length and expansion between every rib, keeping the deep bend in that front knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, finding that side angle. Again, option to stay right here with the forearm on the thigh, or take it as deep as you want. Option for that bind. So you'll come up, you'll thread that left arm underneath the left leg, right hand behind the back. interlacing the fingers, roll that right shoulder open so that you can look up to the sky. Lean backwards on yourself slightly. And then if you can, keep the bind, extend the bottom leg. If not, that's okay. We'll just all meet here in this triangle pose. And taking a very deep inhale. And then on the exhale, we'll sweep the arm all the way down and around, coming into our wide-legged forward folds. Again, taking any movement you need here. Maybe it feels best to just stay in stillness. Make sure the weight is over your balls of the feet. Good. And then we'll rotate and pivot to face the top of the mat, transferring the weight into that left leg to come up into our Warrior 3, finding our balance here. Good. Continue to breathe. And then we'll come up, pulling the knee up to the center line of the body before crossing it over the left knee, coming into eagle on the other side. Left arm threads underneath the right, elbows are lifted as you sink deep and low. Crossing the right ankle, right foot behind the left ankle. Continuing to breathe. Don't hold your breath. We'll unthread on the inhale, lift the arms, lift the knee, and then with control, step back into that high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, dive it down, ground the hands, step back to plank chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, drop the knees, sink back, child's pose. Deep breath here. Grounding back into yourself, your intention of freedom through today's practice. Good. We'll slowly come back up to a tabletop position. We're just going to take some big body rolls. So rolling all the way up and around. Barrel rolls with the body to the left and around for 4, 3, nice and slow, 2, and 1. Good. And then we'll just take it to the other side. Finding 4 circles the other way when you're ready. 4 and 3 and 2. Good. And 1. Wonderful, guys. We'll come back to neutral. When you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes and sit back on the heels, taking toe stand. We're going to bring the arms up on the inhale, exhale, bring palms to heart center. And then inhale, expanding the arms and wrapping the right arm underneath the left, coming into eagle arms here. We breathe and hold. Good. Unthread the arms, inhale, lengthen them out to the side, expand the chest as you sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. We take it to the other side, left arm under right. We're still keeping that toe stand. Breathe within sensations in the feet. Stay with it. Go ahead, slowly release, extend the arms up on the inhale, sweep it up overhead, exhale, palms to heart center as you untuck the toes, coming to rest the hands on the thighs. Let the chin drop to the chest. Take a moment, a pause to come back into your body, to remember the intention, to embody the feeling of freedom and what that means to you. A free will, a free choice. We inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, ground the hands, tuck the toes, find downward dog. Good. From here, we're gonna bend the knees and take a big hop into Malasana, meaning the heels are on the edges of the mat, toes are off the mat, so you're turned out, elbows are pressing the knees open, tailbone points down, chest reaches forward, crown of the head up. Now you can stay in your Malasana, or if crow is in your practice, you're gonna pull up in your low belly, transferring the knees up over the elbows, finding your balance. Remember, where your gaze goes, your body goes, so try to keep the gaze forward. And then coming back to Malasana whenever you feel ready, holding it as long as you need or want. Take your time. As we come back to that Malasana, take one more deep inhale, and then exhale, drop the tailbone to the mat, send the legs out in front. Scooting forward a little as we inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, take a forward fold. Deep breaths here. And surrendering into your body. We'll slowly roll up. We'll plant the hands behind the body, taking a reverse plank, lifting the hips off the mat, squeeze the glutes, press through the palms of the hands, lift the chest, breathe into the heart space. Deep inhale, and then exhale, drop chin to chest, soften the glutes back down to the mat. We'll scoop forward on our mat to come down onto our backs, hugging the knees into the chest. Finding a gentle rock from side to side, massaging the low back on the mat. Good. And from here, we'll find a happy baby, grabbing the big toes with two peace fingers, pulling the knees as wide as the shoulders, shoulder blades pressed down into the mat, tailbones grounded. Feeling an entirely nice, flat back here, breathing into the hips. And then we'll gently release, bringing the soles of the feet together into Supta Konasana. Right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly, closing the eyes. Feeling into your body. What does your body tell you that freedom means? Freedom for yourself, your well-being, your heart, your voice. And when you feel ready, making your way into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Allowing every muscle in the body to soften, to let go. Allowing yourself the freedom to just simply be a thing that breathes on this earth. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, wiggling the fingers, the toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, taking a big, long, good morning stretch before rolling onto one side in a fetal position, taking a pause there for yourself. And when you're ready, coming up to seated to seal our practice together. Coming into Sukhasana with the legs crossed. We'll take a deep inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. The light in me honors light in each of you. Thank you all so much for joining me today on the mat, honoring our freedom. Love and light. Namaste.